I'm Mike Barnett, and I am a proud resident of Wabash County, an artist, a lawyer, and big into volunteering. So I grew up here in Wabash County. We grew up a mile away from Sharp Creek in Northfield. Went to school there, graduated in 2003. I went away to Purdue to study landscape architecture. Unfortunately, the market fell apart right when I graduated, and the advice was to go get a graduate degree. So I went to law school. I thought I can use my landscape architecture to become an environmental lawyer or a construction lawyer or just see what happens. And then moved to Chicago, and I was there for 9 years. I lived right by Wrigley Field, which was very exciting. I was there when they won the World Series. And Cubs fans were always a lot of fun. Always trying to high-five my dog when we were out for walks. And then during the pandemic, I decided to come home. I knew that Chicago wasn't my forever city. As much as I loved it, I did want to come home, spend time with my parents who are retired. I have a sister here in town who's married and has 2 wonderful daughters. So being able to be present in their life, going to their ballet recitals, their softball games, even babysit when an opportunity comes up. So it's just wonderful to be back. Art's always been a very big part of my life. My parents always supported my drawing and painting and things like that. And I had great art teachers throughout elementary and high school who really kept that interest going for me, kept up with the encouragement. So I think that was also a great memory. There are several places in Wabash to get great artwork. The 4 Partners in Crime, and that's owned by an artist herself. She displays a variety of different artworks. So I've acquired a couple of pieces there. I found a lot of great pieces at the Eclectic Shop, and I have found things at the Wabash Visitor Center. I think that, one of my favorite things, when I first moved back, one of the first things we did with my parents was Sunday brunch. So I take my parents to Sunday brunch. Every week we go to 20, a nice restaurant here in town. One thing I was hoping to do more of in Chicago was to volunteer with not-for-profit organizations. And there are more people interested in those opportunities than there are opportunities. So being able to really get involved in my community here has been just wonderful. I joined my first board within 2 months of living here, and I've since joined 3 more. And then there are events like the river cleanup and things like that. So you can really get involved with the community, and people always think of you. And then there's just a lot to do. My mom says I'm busier now that I'm home than I was in Chicago. To say that there isn't anything to do in a small town, well, you haven't been to Wabash. There are a variety of things. You can really find, just beautiful historic homes. You have a great sense of community. I mean, people remember you, and they remember the things you're interested in. So they'll think to include you. They'll invite you to things. We have wonderful recreation. We have two reservoirs with large parks around them. So there's a lot of opportunity to go cycling and running. Just a couple of years ago, they finished a trail to connect Wabash to a smaller town, LaGrow. So we've got restaurants, and we've got shopping, and we've got activities. So you won't have an opportunity to be bored. There's just always something to do. And everybody's really friendly, so there's always an opportunity to make a new friend. So I think that, supporting your neighbors, lending a hand, helping them move an awkward china cabinet or a dresser, also patronizing our local businesses. That's just the Wabash County way, to be out there and supporting each other, to grow together.